barreling toward them.
Yeah, a jump scare on your screen there this morning. Everyone got out of the way in time, and luckily no one suffered any injuries. There is significant damage, however, to a number of the vehicles. The driver of the tow truck was ticketed for careless driving. New this morning out of the Northern Valley, where icy roads led to the death of a Grand Forks woman. The North Dakota Highway Patrol says the victim was driving on Highway 81. It was in Pembina County yesterday morning when she hit a long patch of ice, slid across the roadway, and was then hit by a semi.
The victim was a 58-year-old woman. Her name is not being released at this time. The semi driver was not seriously hurt.
Time now for a look at our fast track forecast on our Wednesday morning. We know we're shaping up for a wintry end to our weekend. Good morning to you, meteorologist Lisa Green.
Good morning. Yeah, we're enjoying a break from the wind right now, but precip is going to start moving in today and the wind picks right back up. We want you to be prepared for that. And so I've added in the second half of the day today onto our first alert weather day stretch. So starting up later today through Thursday and Friday, chances for precipitation. And we're talking about wind, snow, and even a little bit of ice here in the valley as far as freezing rain is concerned. And this morning, with the wind easing up, we've had fog development. Our visibility in Fargo has started really coming down. Still can see downtown in our view here in our tower cam, our live shot here, but it's going to be a little bit more murky. You might have some frost on your windshield deposited from this fog as well. It's 14 degrees in Fargo. The air is calm. 12 degrees in Moorhead. We'll see that sun come up at 7:40. And in Grand Forks, a quiet start for you. 16 degrees with calm air as well. So nice to start it off on a calmer note, but it has led to some fog. Fargo, just a few minutes ago, we were down to a quarter-mile visibility. That's suddenly come up. So it's highly variable right now in the FM metro. We're looking at zero visibility in Gwinner, and Oaks as at less than a mile. That's an area that's consistently been low for visibility this morning. Northern Valley, just a couple of places showing some lowering somewhat. And there may even be a few flakes up along the international border. You can see a little blue on the map right now. But we're really looking west for what's coming our way. That's going to be a little more substantial. You see scattered snow moving into central North Dakota. Check out that pink on the map there in South Dakota. That's the freezing rain I'm talking about. And that's going to be moving in from that southwesterly direction as we go through the day. Here's a look at that. Anywhere in pink here on the map as we go through the afternoon, that's where we have the best bet for the very thin coating of ice likely, but still enough ice that could be a little bit hazardous for that afternoon pickup from school, the drive home from work here for tonight in the southern end of the valley. And in the meantime, there will be snow starting to move in into the nighttime hours, scattered snow and wind picking up later on. So conditions get tougher as the day goes on, we'll say. Here's a look at the wait out at the bus stop this morning. Not so cold. We've got some partly cloudy skies coming up here. And then this afternoon, again, Southern Valley, places like Fargo, that chance for some of that light freezing drizzle. More snow on the way for Thursday and Friday. I'm not expecting heavy snow. That's the good thing. That's more likely to stay south and east of us down towards central and southern Minnesota. But still a few inches of snow here tonight and into tomorrow potentially. And again on Friday, a little bit of light snow. Throw more wind into the mix. And we've got some travel troubles. So again, first alert weather days. We do quiet things down as we head into the weekend. So that's something to be thankful for after last weekend's blizzard.
Yeah, absolutely. You are correct on that, and a lot to look forward to. Spring is supposedly here next week. We just got to make it through this week and weekend. So thank you for the updates this morning, Lisa. All right, let's go ahead and get a check of our road conditions for your morning commute this morning with Jordan in our road report.
Yeah, good morning. You need to be careful out there. Taking a look on the state of North Dakota here, you see this purple shaded counties. I'm going to draw a line. So just east of Bismarck, anything to the east of that line I just drew, that is a travel alert. That's the entire viewing area of ours for North Dakota. So if you live in North Dakota this morning, you are under a travel alert of some sorts. Now, all of the interstates have since reopened. For a while, they were closed yesterday because of that blowing snow and some crashes that happened. However, they are back open this morning. I'm taking a very zoomed in look right here where my pen is. That's Fargo, West Fargo. Taking the interstate down to South Dakota, partial ice coverage. Leaving the metro, going along to Valley City and Jamestown on I-94, also partial to full ice coverage out there. That's the same for all of the roads to the south of the interstate, Ransom Sargent, Dickey, Lemoore County. As we head up north along I-29, we have more ice on the road there. That ice on the interstate, see there, it just continues all the way as we head up into Canada. Highway 2 going out of Grand Forks to Devil's Lake, also ice covered. Every single road basically in North Dakota where that travel alert was is ice covered, so you need to be careful out there. In Minnesota, also a portion of the interstate was closed yesterday because of a crash on I-94 between Barnesville and Downer. We're still seeing full to partial coverage of snow from Moorhead all the way to Alexandria this morning. Highway 10 from Moorhead to Perham, full coverage on the road there. You need to watch out for that. And then as we head more north from that toward Mahnomen, Fosston, over to Crookston, full coverage of the roads in that area, and that continues as we head to the north through East Grand Forks, Thief River Falls, even up to the Canadian border as well. More partial to full snow coverage right there. Remember, you can stay up to date on these road conditions all day long, no matter where you are. Just get the VNO weather app and then click on the road conditions tile, and it will get you the latest updates. Ashlyn?
All right, thank you, Jordan, for that update. Duluth's Miller Hill Mall closed again today after heavy snow caused a portion of that roof to fully collapse. And it was even a close call for some maintenance workers. They were on the roof trying to remove that big pileup of snow when the roof completely gave way. You see it there on your screen. There's still no word on exactly how much snow was on the roof at the time of the incident. School is canceled for a second day today at a Cavalier, North Dakota high school because of a threat of gun violence. Police say they have not found a credible threat, but they are asking anyone with information to come forward. The district is asking staff to come in today to determine talking points for when students do return to classes tomorrow. And police are asking for help finding a missing 15-year-old from Fargo. Take a look at your screen. Ishmael Bengarwo was last seen in South Fargo on Saturday around 3 p.m. wearing a black sweatshirt, red, white, and blue pajama pants, and carrying a black and white striped Adidas backpack.
Federal prosecutors are no longer seeking the death penalty against the man who killed UND student Drew Shadeen. Alfonso Rodriguez Jr. of Crookston kidnapped Shadeen from a Grand Forks shopping mall in 2003, killed her, and then dumped her body in a field near Crookston.
He was convicted in 2006, but his death penalty was overturned in 2021 when federal judge Ralph Erickson ruled that misleading testimony from the coroner and failure of lawyers to outline the possibility of an insanity defense had violated Rodriguez's constitutional rights. The warden of the North Dakota State Penitentiary now resigning.
A prison official says James Saylor was on leave when he handed in his resignation. Saylor has served as the warden since 2019.
Moorhead now home for a new children's museum. It's only been open for a few weeks, but it's already making big plans for some changes.
Yeah, and to get in on the action this morning, we have the Valley Today's Nishay Taylor live at the KidCo Museum, exploring what it has to offer. Good morning, Nishay.
Good morning, Jordan and Ashlyn. There's lots to explore and to offer. There's lots of interactive activities. We have one right behind us. We'll get to that in just a moment. But as you mentioned, KidCo is expanding. Right now, joining me is the owner, Aaron here. Thank you so much for joining us. Aaron, tell us a little bit about what your plans are for expanding KidCo Museum, the KidCo Children's Museum.
Sure. Yeah, we're really sad to see Hot Dog leaving over there, but we are pretty excited to be able to increase our space by about 50%. We'll be able to add a couple birthday party rooms. We'll be able to add a few more exhibits, including a treehouse with a slide that my son's pretty jacked about. A little more space for the toddlers, and we've got a few other surprises coming.
Okay, so as I mentioned, there's lots of interactive activities. Tell us what this whole thing is here.
So we call this our whoosher. It's basically a large fan pushing a bunch of air through vacuum tubes that we push scarves, ping pong balls, foam balls, and stuff through. You want to give it a try?
Yeah, let's go ahead and demonstrate. All right, it's going to get a little loud here, guys, so I'll send it back to you guys in the studio. Nishay Taylor reporting live. All right, it's going to come out. Can I catch it? Woo! Well, there you go. Wasn't expecting that one, but all right, I'll send it back to you guys in the studio.
All right, cool. It was great to see the whoosher in full effect this morning.
I want to whoosh some things. That seems very fun. Nishay Taylor live at the KidCo Museum in Moorhead. Go check it out with your family.
Seriously, I just want to say it's geared toward the kiddos, but all of the adults are having way more fun, I got to tell you.
Oh yeah, fun for the whole family. Anyway, in other news this morning, we have a winner in the world's most famous sled dog race. Ryan Reddington has won the 51st running of the Iditarod in Alaska. It took him 8 days and 21 hours to go that roughly 1,000 miles.
But it has even more importance. Reddington is the grandson of the man known as the father of the Iditarod. His grandfather, Joe, never won the race himself, but was instrumental in organizing and fundraising for the inaugural run in 1973 and is credited with modernizing the sport of dog mushing in Alaska.
Well, cool story there.
Well, buckle up for this one. Many of us have experienced turbulence while flying, but take a look at what passengers on this Delta flight into New York had to go through.
Ooh, the pilot was up against some violent wind gusts as it neared the runway in Rochester. The plane was getting close to touchdown. You see it right there. It kind of swerves to the side. The wings go back and forth. Ooh, anything but level. The pilot, though, was able to keep control of it and then landed safely, thankfully, with no issues. Yeah, Mother Nature, not something to fool around with.
No, not at all. Thank you all so much for joining us today on our Wintry Wednesday. We know we're only in store for more throughout the week, so be sure to stay updated with our team. In the meantime, the Today Show and CBS Mornings are just...
But the Valley today, it rolls on. You can find us on the Fargo CW. Otherwise, have a great day. We'll see you tomorrow morning.